Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of Whiteboard Wednesday. And today I want to talk to you guys about a very hot topic, if you will, I guess. It's one of those ones that I get asked a lot about, whether this is even legal or not. And that is the simple use of bandit signs. Bandit signs are those signs that you see on the side of the road all over your town. They typically say, "We buy houses, fast cash, close in X amount of days." Most of the times you're always going to see a "We buy houses" sign. So what I want to talk to you guys about here is the proper placement of bandit signs and a little bit of the legality of it. But since we're doing Whiteboard Wednesday, obviously I got to write something on the board here. So first and foremost, I want to show you guys where you should put them out and what you should expect to get as a return from them. So bandit signs only work in areas of high traffic areas. So that means you're talking high traffic intersections all throughout your town. You don't want to put these on the streets that nobody drives on, or you're never going to get any visibility and you're never going to get any phone calls. So what we do is actually use a thing called Google Maps. I'm sure you've heard of it. But what we do is if you look at Google Maps and you type in Google traffic into the search bar and then you basically pull up your map, you will actually see live and in color what's going on in that specific area at the exact intersections, and whether that's a high traffic area or not a traffic area. Green meaning it is a low traffic area, yellow meaning medium, and red being a high traffic area. So what you want to do is you want to find those high traffic areas. But here's the thing, I see this all the time. I see really bad placement of bandit signs. And so if the traffic is driving this way, going up right here. Hopefully you should be able to see that okay. Your sign needs to be here with your lettering on it here. And it needs to be facing the direction of the traffic. I know that sounds kind of probably a little redundant in like a duh moment, but I've seen people put them over here facing this way. And that is the absolute incorrect way to do this. And what I like to do is when I'm putting them in the ground, I'm putting them at a 45-degree angle. So that way not only can this person that's parked right here doing it when they're sitting there, all these people down the line can see my sign as long as it's angled it the right way. Now if you go too far, you're only gonna get like the first person in the thing, but if you go too far this way, the first few cars may not be able to see your message. So it's important to angle your bandit sign so that everybody down the line can see it and clearly see your phone number as well. So that's the first thing about the bandit signs. Let's do this again. And another thing you want to make sure that you do is that if you don't have spots over here that have grass, find a telephone pole right there as well and put it up. But again, you got to make sure that bandit sign's facing the right way. The only problem with putting the bandit signs up that high is that people aren't seeing it in their vision, right? They have to look up to see it. And so you're not going to get the best conversion rate on those, but you will get visibility on them, and they'll stay there a lot longer than this one. So when you are putting them out here, expect these signs to maybe only last a few days in these high traffic areas. You have a couple of different reasons for that. First, you have the establishment that you're putting that on. If you're putting on a gas station or a CVS or a Walgreens or any of those types of businesses, a lot of times they don't like those signs being there for too long, so they're pretty much going to yank them between the next 2 and 3 days. They're going to be gone. Another thing you have to worry about is city code enforcement, and they're going to take your signs. They're going to do one of two things with them. Here in Hillsborough County, they take them and they throw them away. If you're over in St. Petersburg and Pinellas County in certain areas, they're going to take your signs, they're going to write down your phone number, and they're going to try and fine you for them. So you have to adhere to the county municipalities' code enforcement laws on it. So there are some legal ramifications of that if you do it and you're an a-hole about it. I recommend you not be a jerk about it. So if they call you and say, "Hey, you put your signs out in this area," and they go, and they're going to tell you they're going to fine you if they put them out anymore, guess what? Don't put them out anymore. Don't be that jerk. Don't be a jerk to them, because they will come out, can be a jerk to you, and they will fine you big amounts of money and could put you out of business. So if they call you to tell you to pick them up and move on and find a different area. Okay? So the idea behind the last but not least reason your bandit signs may last only a few days is your competition. If you're in a highly competitive area like we are here in Tampa Bay, your signs may last a few days because you're going to put your sign down there and the next person's going to pick your sign up and put theirs down in front of it, or in place of it, or they're actually going to put their signs right in front of it, and then you're just kind of wasting your money. So that's a little bit of the Bandit Signs in a nutshell. Make sure you're doing those tips for you guys. But here's the thing I want you guys to understand about Bandit Signs. Bandit Signs are some of the hottest leads you're ever going to get in the We Buy Houses or even as a realtor. We have signs out right now for people looking to list their property, and we're still getting calls off that one as well. So it works for both sides. Here's the thing though, because they're super motivated, you need to make sure you can answer those phone calls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week over the weekend. So make sure you're using a way to make sure you're getting those phone calls all the time. But here's the really cool part. Because they're so motivated, you don't have to put out a ton of these. We do, but here's the thing. So we put out 40 of these signs in territories, okay? So each territory gets about 40 to 50 signs depending on how big the territory is. Again, we're using Google Maps to put on the most highly trafficked area. We don't put them in neighborhoods. We put them out on the big major intersections across town. For every 40 signs we put out, we pretty much get 2 calls. That's not a great conversion rate, but like I said, these are the most motivated sellers that we get other than the ones that come directly to our website through Google pay-per-click or our search engine optimization. That's a whole nother topic for another day though, but that's not a bad conversion rate. So what happens is because it's such a low number that calls in, for every 10 of these we typically get a deal. So basically when we put out 200 signs in and around Tampa Bay, we know we're going to get 1 deal. So if you guys can use that math for a quick, easy number, for every 200 Bandit signs that we put out, and again, our sign is a little bit different. Our phone number is our brand. The brand is the phone number, so we have a very powerful, recognizable brand. You may have to do more than that, but on average, we're putting about 200 Bandit signs out there before we're getting 1 deal. So for those purposes, it's a great way to get your brand and your phone number out there to the masses without having to spend a ton of money, because Bandit signs are the cheapest form of advertising, sort of. And if you want more information about that, reach out to us at outfastrealty.com. You can fill out a form there and find out more information about how you can use Bandit Signs to increase your business as a real estate agent or as a real estate investment agent here over at Outfast Realty. See you guys next time on the next edition of Whiteboard Wednesday. See you.